humanity are literally on the brink of going intergalactic. So by that, what I mean is you've seen this in films where it's been a sort of a sci-fi spacey film, Star Trek, things like that, where they say we won't see or perceive the extraterrestrials or the aliens or the species that live across the universe until we are a match to them, until we're ready to accept them, until we vibrate at the same frequency that they are on. Otherwise, forget it. Now, the extraterrestrials that I'm talking about here are the ones that have been through a similar experience that we're going through on Earth at the minute. So if you're not aware, some of you may be aware, some of you may not be aware, some of you think might be a crazy person in what I'm saying. It's all right, I've been used to that all my life, but now I just don't care anymore. So we have been going through a period of transition since 2012 of moving into a new age, okay, where our consciousness shifts. Our consciousness is starting to elevate and we're starting to perceive more than just the third dimension, okay? So our hearts are starting to open. Our third eyes are starting to open. We're starting to vibrate higher. We're shedding all of the heavy densities. Some of those extraterrestrials have been through this themselves, okay? Some of these species have shed the ego the same way as we have, and they've moved into higher frequencies of consciousness, higher awareness, okay? We're moving into that right now. That's why there's so much chaos on the planet, because there's chaos because individually and collectively we are shedding and we are awakening to more of ourselves. And as we awaken to more of ourselves, we start perceiving more things in the universe. One of those things, extraterrestrials. Now, there are many extraterrestrials. Some are a match to the 3D and the 4D realms and may have already been among us for a long time. They may be classed as the more undesirable extraterrestrials that are not out for our highest good and that are not necessarily very, very loving, okay? The ones I'm talking about are the ones where their hearts are very, very open. They live in fifth dimension and up. They're in higher frequencies. We are going to start perceiving them more now that we're starting to be more open to accepting other species, okay? Whilst we've been on a planet where we can't even accept each other as human beings, how can we then accept the extraterrestrials that may look completely different to us, that may feel different to us, that may be perceived completely differently? How can we accept species across the universe if we can't even accept ourselves? We can't even accept other people. We can't even sometimes accept animals, and we think we're better than them. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. The extraterrestrials that are vibrating in the higher dimensions know this. They know that we haven't been ready for it. They know that their frequency is not a match to ours. And that's not them saying they're better than us. That's saying if they just materialize themselves in front of us, which they would be able to do if they wanted to, we would freak out because we can't accept anything other than ourselves, because we've been really stuck in that ego where we've said it's only us, you know. Many people do believe in extraterrestrials, but lots don't. So if an extraterrestrial, a higher dimensional extraterrestrial manifested themselves in front of you, their energy would be so high that they would pull our energy up as well, just by standing next to us. So imagine how that might feel if all of the densities within you are being pulled up at the same time to pull you into a more healed, high vibrational state, which is ultimately what would happen. It could feel strange. Okay, so they know this, but we are getting closer to becoming more open to perceiving them. And as we raise our own vibration by healing, by letting go and shedding all of the dense stuff that no longer serves us, by bringing ourselves back into harmony, we will be more ready to connect with them.